Kick things off with Yardcare. I know we're coming into wintertime and Yardcare may seem strange, but I want to talk about the robot mowers. There are a lot of really cool robot lawnmowers out there, and I tested a lot of them this year. There's a few that I've been using for a few years that I also want to show you guys. So we're going to start off right now with the Yarbo. So if you aren't familiar with the Yarbo, this thing is a modular mower, and we've got a few different ways. So calling it a mower may not be as accurate as it is, because the Yarbo actually is the core, which is the main part right here, which is our body. And then we've got modules that go into the front. And right now we have got the leaf blower on it. This thing is impressive. It blows up to 900 miles an hour. It's smart. It's got cameras and sensors on it. So I'm still in the process of testing it. The review on this is going to be soon, but I just want to go and show that to you. But in addition to the core, which like I said is this main part right here, and it's got cameras all the way around it and sensors as well. We got tracks on it. It's a beast. But there are two different mowers that come with this. We've got the Pro mower, which I tested recently, and it has got some impressive motors. We got 300 watts of dual 300 watt motors. It's got straight blades as well as the razor blade style for cutting. It can handle some serious grass. So then on top of that, you've got your standard mower, which has dual 150 watt motors, uses the same razor blade styles, and both of these work excellent on this. The Yarbo can do up to 6 acres of mowing. So keep that in mind. It's also got a snowblower attachment, which I'll be testing this winter. Reviews on these are linked down below, so check that out. So after that one, maybe you don't have that big of a yard. Maybe you got, let's say a couple acres. You want to take care of that. An option for that one is one of my favorite brands is Mammotion. So they've got the Mammotion Luba and Yucca line. And right here, this is the Luba 2. This one right here is the Mammotion Luba 2 10,000H, and this thing can handle up to 2 acres. And we've got dual cutting discs on the bottom, all-wheel drive. We have got AI cameras on the front, ultrasonic sensors around it, bumper sensors. This thing is fantastic. I've had this one now for about 2 years, and it is a workhorse. After that one, we can take a look at this. This is the Dreame A1 mower. This thing's really cool. It's got a single disc cutting option on it, but it uses LiDAR. Pull this out here. LiDAR right there to map. So there's no RTK system, nothing like that. And it uses that to map out your yard. It actually can present a 3D map of your entire yard. It's pretty crazy. So there's that one. That one's going to handle a smaller yard, as will this. This one is the Mammotion Luba Mini. This little guy carries a lot of the same features that you get from the Luba 2 with the dual cutting discs, except this one's smaller, so it's going to cut a smaller area, as well as only got a single cutting disc. So if you want to check out this one, I've got the review for that linked down below as well. So depending on what side of a yard you have and what your needs are, there's a different mower for everybody. If you want a large mower, it's going to take care of other things aside from mowing, like blowing leaves and leaf blowing. Check out the Yarbo. That's only if you have a big yard. If you've got a smaller yard and you're just looking for something to set up and not have to mess with it and just let it go, then you'll want to check this one out. The Eufy E15. There's an E18 as well, which the only difference between these two is the size of area that it can mow. So this one is super simple to use. It's got a single cutting disc, rear wheel drive, but it is using cameras to do all of its mapping, as well as some sensors in here. And so we've got all that going on in this to help mow your yard. And with this one, you literally set it in your yard, hit go, and it maps it out for you and starts cutting. It's great. The other mower I want to talk about, and honestly, I'm not sure why, but I was really surprised by this mower. This is the Ecovacs Goat A3000. So this one also uses LiDAR for its mapping capabilities. It's a dual cutting disc, single drive on the rear wheels, but it's a dual cutting disc that are offset, and it's a really great mower. This thing can handle some good sized lawns, cuts grass fantastically. It's really even, it's really fast. So definitely check this one out. If you've got a larger, maybe a mid-sized yard, take care of this one. There's a link down below for this one. I covered the full review with all the details on this one. Another one that I've had for a couple of years now is this. This is the Segway Navimow 110. Ugh, this one's been camped on for a minute. So this is the, this mower has been fantastic. I've used this one for a couple of years. It's super reliable, maps everything out. It does have an RTK tower, so you do have an extra piece of equipment to set up. But once that's in the ground and it's set up, this thing just runs like crazy and is a great option to check out. One more mower I want to mention, I don't have it out right now, but the other mower is the RoboUP T1200 Pro. That one is a great mower. It's a little bitty guy, super easy to set up, doesn't require any additional crazy stuff. You don't have to do anything with mapping or like that. You can set it up and it handles it all wonderfully. wonderfully. Super quick little mower for smaller yards, but check that one out as well. It's a good budget option for many people. We've been getting more and more tools that are being used with batteries. Getting these power tools like drills and drivers and things like that with batteries makes a lot of sense. There are times for corded power tools when you got some super heavy duty things you're working on, you got to drill through concrete walls and stuff like that. A corded drill is going to come in handy. But now we're getting to see more and more tools that have used to be small engines using batteries and doing electric motors. And this is fantastic. I hate small motors. I'm sick and tired of dealing with these things. And one of my favorite categories that's been improved lately with battery powers and electric motors is chainsaws. So I got a few here options here I'm going to talk about from a few different brands. Some of these I've been sent for testing. Some of these I've bought and used and had for years. So I'm going to go through a few of these. I'm not going to go into a deep dive on them, but I'll go through. So same with all these tools. I've got reviews coming for a lot of these still, but I've been testing them for a while and I want to make sure and give you my thoughts whether I think this might be a good gift for you or not. So here we go. This right here, this is the Husqvarna Power Axe 350i. It is a 36-volt battery. We've got an 18-inch bar. It has got 2 speeds on it, and we got your same double handle lock like you would on a normal gas-powered chainsaw. We've got a mechanical brake up here like you would on a normal saw. We've got an oiler. We right here, I love the toolless adjustment. So you can remove this whole cover to get to the inside if the chain comes loose. If you need to get something stuck in here, you don't have to have that wrench and screwdriver and things like that to do it. Just unflip this, unscrew it, pop the whole thing off. It's also the same way you adjust the chain tension. So you can undo this, loosen it up, adjust this wheel to the tension for your chain, tighten back down, you're ready to go. Fantastic. Battery itself, here's our battery. This is the BLI 30. It's a 36-volt battery. You can pick these up if you need additional batteries. Battery life's pretty solid on this. It's going to depend on the type of wood you're cutting, whether it's hardwood, softwood, how cured it is, how soft it is, whether you're working on, you know, big old 2-foot logs or you're just cutting a bunch of branches. So that's going to vary on it. The charge time is not super fast. I've cut down a tree or two that's about 6 to 8 inches in diameter, cut it down and blocked it up for the most part. I almost got all completely done before I ran out of battery. So you can get quite a bit of cutting done before it's time. Let it charge up while you're doing some splitting or loading and you're good to go. This is the Husqvarna Power Axe right here. Now let's take a look at this. So right here, I've got a couple saws. This one I've had, this was the first battery powered chainsaw I have. This is the Greenworks Pro. It is a 40-volt saw right here, and it comes with a 4-amp-hour battery. It's working with a 16-inch bar, uses a normal chain. So all these powered chainsaws, nothing's different as far as the chain and the bar. You can replace those with whatever you like. Same situation here with a toolless chain adjustment. Undo this, here's your tensioner. This puts it back together. Got our oiler over here. We got good battery life on this. So the 40-volt system, it's not gonna be quite as powerful. I wouldn't be trying to take down anything more than probably 10 inches, depending on the hardness of the wood and things like that. You're gonna run the battery up pretty quick on this, but it's great for smaller jobs. If you're the one, somebody else got a bigger saw, they're gonna cut the tree down and you're left to block it up and take out some of the smaller pieces. Great option for that. However, if you wanna take down the big tree, check out this one. This is also from Greenworks. This is the one I've been testing for a while. I'm getting ready to finish up and get my review done on this one. This is the 80-volt system. This is part of the Greenworks Pro lineup. This thing is a beast. This is a 20-inch bar, got your oiler on it. This does require that tool. So you don't have the toolless chain adjustment on this one. So you're gonna have to remove this, use a screwdriver to adjust the chain tensioner, screw on the other side, tighten it back up, and we're good to go. Same mechanical locking mechanism for the chain brake, on-off button, 2-button push here. This battery is heavy duty. Now this one I could say, if you're cutting up some big trees, I was blocking up 18-inch trees last weekend, cutting them up, getting ready for firewood season, and it got through them like no problem. This thing, I have no problem cutting through anything. This doesn't stall out. It is a beast. It comes with 2 chains also, so that's really nice also. You get the chain on it and 2 additional to keep it going. It cuts right through it. They were some old oak, so it was some tough wood to cut through. By the time I got through blocking up about 7 or 8 blocks, doing about 18 to 20-inch cuts on them, it was pretty much done. However, it does charge super fast, so that is a big win for that. Now, let's look down to the smallest saw over here, and this is the Yardcare saw. This one I've covered in a review already. This is the Yardcare 12-inch saw. Love that it has an automatic oiler. A lot of smaller saws don't have that, so I'm really happy we've got that on this saw. So we got an automatic oiler, toolless chain adjustment, remove this, you got a loosener, crank it down when you get the tension you want. On off, it does have an eco mode and a power mode. Really handy saw. Full review, I'll link that in below. You can check that out if you want to get more of the information on it. Brushless, uses these little 18-volt type of drill batteries on them. Handy little batteries there. And the great thing with this system is this Yardcare saw also works with the Yardcare mower. This is another product I've previously reviewed. You can take your same batteries that you use on your saw, slop it in here, and now you're ready to go with your Yardcare mower. Vice versa, you have extra batteries for your saw if you need it. This is a nice little mower here. It's not going to take care of any large yards or anything like that. It's a relatively small cutting path on here, so we're only looking at a 12-inch cut path on it. But it's super solid. It cuts through most things. It's easy to maneuver around. I'll link the video for that. Check this out. It's a good low-cost option to get into that. So while we're talking about power tools that use additional tools, we can kind of share batteries back and forth. Let's look at this. So right here, this is our Litheli leaf blower. This thing has been pretty handy. I've been testing this for a while. I'm hoping to get a review done on this shortly. This little sucker here is pretty nice. It's quiet, it's lightweight, uses the same shape of batteries. While this battery here is a 10,000 milliamp hour, it's a 2 amp hour battery that comes with it. Slot it in there, put it in, nice and easy. Push the lever here to go. We got 2 speeds. We do have a max button here to increase the power. This thing works pretty well. I like this. I've just kind of kept this in my garage to keep the leaves off my patio and things like that. Good power here. It could use, I mean, it's not going to blow leaves out of a tall patch of grass. It doesn't have that kind of power, but it's great for clearing off grass, clearing off your sidewalk, getting the leaves out of your yard. If it's not too thick, it's a good option here. But like I said, battery, take the battery from this, runs dead. If you got the lift mower that we've previously reviewed right here, this same battery will work in the leaf blower. And the difference is this one is a 4 amp hour and 20,000 milliamp hour battery. So you've got more power and it will last longer than the one that came in here. So you do have that option. But this is the 18.5-inch Litheli Easy Surge mower. This thing's pretty nice. It's a self-propelled mower. You've got automatic adjustments on it. So you push a button, or you turn a knob and it raises and lowers on its own. You can adjust the speed the same way for the auto assist for driving for you. It has a bagger. It has been a great mower. It's a solid option here. Link for this below if you want to check out the review on this one. So we've got that for you as well. Now, for all those trees you've cut down, while you're out cutting, let's make sure we're being safe. These are the 3M WorkTunes Solar Connect headphones. I've covered these previously in a video as well. But aside from being ear protection to keep your hearing safe, these are also Bluetooth headphones with noise canceling inside of them. So you can use this, also has a microphone, so you can take phone calls with them. These are pretty solid. I love wearing these when I'm out cutting firewood, especially running the splitter or this wood chipper we're talking about next. It's also great when I'm on the tractor having to run the brush hog, so these are great. The solar panel on top keeps them charged up, so you don't have to worry about battery life when you're out running around with those. But talking about this is a York wood chipper. It's a 15 amp wood chipper. It is electric that you plug in, but it can take up to 1.8 inch branches inside of it. Now, I've run some pretty good sized branches through it. You can see it does a great job getting all that done. We've got a 43-liter bag here, and it chips it up, whether it's dried or fresh, sucks it down in there really nice and easy. You got a single bolt on the back to take the front off to get to the dual rust-proof blades on the inside if you need to clean it or get clogged up or something like that. Easy access to get to that. Nice place on this side, keeps the pusher so you can keep your fingers safe and out of the blades. Don't do that. Yeah, that's the York. Handy little chipper. I'm finishing up reviewing this as well. This is a cool little device. All right, so now this is, I'm knocking stuff down. Hang on, let me get off there. There we go. All right, this is the Seesea. It is a hedge trimmer that has an adjustable neck on it, so you can fold it down flat. It's got nice cover here, good solid long blades on, long reach on this thing here, and good solid steel blades on that. The cool thing with this, aside from being able to adjust the angle that you want on it, it also, light this up here, is extendable. So you can extend it out so you get a really tall reach on it, bend that down. I've got a tall bush right in front of my house that we couldn't really get to the top of on a ladder, and this makes it really easy. You can go up top and just reach it across and take care of all that. But it's also nice because you can take this apart, undo the top here, if you don't need all this extra pull, and undo it here, remove this middle section and connect it directly to the handle, and you're good to go with the shorter hedge trimmer if you don't want to mess with the pole. So that's really nice. It comes with 2 4,000 milliamp hour batteries here. These are really handy. The nice thing about these, they do have an indicator on, but it comes with 2 of these. They charge. I don't like the charger on them. It's just a barrel plug, which I guess is fine, but I don't know. I'd rather just have the slot. You slide it in, lock it in, rather than the barrel plug into it. But either way, charges up, does a good job. I haven't done a whole lot of tests with it yet. I've done a little bit, and a little bit I have used with it. It's worked really well. That is the Seesea hedge trimmer. Like I said, 2 batteries comes with it, really nice. If you need a tool that does more than just one thing, then one option might be this. This is the Wild Badger 4-in-1. It's a 40-volt system that comes with 4 different tools. We've got a pole saw with an automatic oiler. We have got a hedge trimmer that has adjustable angles on it as well. So we can change it however we need to for that as well. So we've got that. You have got a string trimmer attachment. Right here is the head for that. It swaps out with the brush trimmer, which I'll show you in a second. But when you get this, the cool thing is it does come with, it's preloaded and comes with 2 additional reloads of the string. So you're good for that for a while. It has got the tap to extend the string when you're going and you run out. We have got this. This is the brush trimmer. Basically like a 3-pronged ninja star that you can use to take out small trees, brush, and things like that. That's a little bit tougher. That's going to tear up your string trimmer. So you'll use this instead of that. Super, super handy. With that, we take this, unscrew that. We've got a latch here. We undo this latch and then we pull the head out to swap to a different tool. Super handy. And this is what drives it all. This is our motor right here. So we got a brushless motor with a 40-volt battery that runs it right here. So this is a large chunk of a battery that is going to give you tons of power to cut, whether that is brush with a brush trimmer, trim your hedges. You've got dual safety latch here, safety for flipping the trigger. We got a double action there. You got a nice strap here with a safety release in case something happens. You can't reach the clip. It has got a safety release on it. Nice handle here. So great option here if you're looking for a good system here with a bunch of tools. It's going to take for a bunch of different things with one ecosystem, one unit. If you want to step up with more tool options, more power, and more flexibility, then check out this from Milwaukee. This is Milwaukee's Quik-Lok system. So it's much of the same idea. So you've got like the pole saw, automatic oiler, pole saw option right there. They've got hedge trimmers. We have got the same brush trimmer here. Theirs is a 4-prong attack on that for the brush cutter. While the Litheli leaf blower does a good job with its system, this is just got so much more power. It's going to move a whole lot more leaves. However, in some instances, having that much power can actually just make a bigger mess rather than help clean it up. We've got the double action safety switch here, and then your trigger to go. Brushless motor right here. Now this is running off the 18-volt M18 fuel system. So that means whether you're using the 2 amp hour slim batteries on your drill or impact drill, or you're using the bigger high output, high power batteries, you can swap those in and ready to go. So you have the same batteries that you're using for all of your tools, and you get to run it whether it's a drill, a driver, a leaf blower, a pole saw, brush cutter, any number of other things. Or this, maybe you want to use this. This is a heavy duty sweeper. This thing is great for getting things like stuff like cleaning your shop floor, cleaning off the patio, if something gets clawed onto it. Light snow, it can throw that up. If it's too much snow, it just clogs up and it's not going to get it moved. You got light snow, perfect for that. Walnuts in your yard. I've got a tree that drops these big, huge walnuts all over the place and causes the disaster with the robot lawnmowers. This thing throws them out of the way. Perfect tool right there. It's a great option. So, much like the single unit here for the hedge trimmer, I've got this. If you just need looking for a good pole saw, this is one I've had for a few years. This is from Greenworks. This uses the same 40-volt battery that I can use with the 40-volt chainsaw. However, this one is a smaller. It's a 2 amp hour, so it's going to last just a little bit less long. Not going to last as long as the larger battery that comes in the chainsaw. However, this is a good pole saw. It has automatic oiler on here. You got your unlock for the saw adjustments. So the nice thing is you've got a bunch of different options with this saw. So if you need to be longer or taller, you do have an extension option with this. So you just have to unscrew. There's got a couple just big points. You unscrew these big catches here, swap it out, add it in there, click them back down, and you're good to go. So it's kind of nice there. You do get that option to make it a little bit taller. So when I've got when I've got limbs that are really tall, this is the pole saw I reach for just because it has the longest reach for what I have. So this is a really great option here if you're looking for a single-use tool for cutting down tree limbs and things like that. Well, that's it. I've been lucky enough to cover a lot of different products this year. Robot lawnmowers are one of my favorite things to cover because they do so much for me. Like, I've got a lot of property and they help me keep a lot of it maintained. But even if you don't have a large property, the amount of time that a robot lawnmower actually saves you comes in really handy. Some of those times when you're too busy, you have other things going on, but the yard really needs mowed, having something like this is take care of for you is great. Outside of that, when you look at all the other power tools, things like 4-in-1 tool from Wild Badger, the Seesea hedge trimmer, battery chainsaws this time of year for me are coming in clutch. I got tons of trees that need to be cut up and for firewood, so those things are amazing. So if you have questions on any of these things, please leave a comment down below. I'll be glad to help you out the best I can. I'll have links for them down below. Anything I've had a full review for will be linked down there as well. So let me know if you have anything you want to see in the future. Thanks for sticking around. Look forward to seeing you.